numbers. For all my geeks, all my analytical people out there, numbers. I'm not huge on analytics, but you gotta be when you start running a business and you start making deals happen. Numbers. I'm gonna give you guys a whole ton of comfort here. I'm gonna make this easy peasy for you guys right here. And this has taken hundreds of thousands of dollars to figure out. I know for you guys right now, it probably doesn't mean anything. You're probably like, bro, I don't really care about this course. I want to learn whatever you have to share, whatever. But let's get into it. So find comfort in the numbers. People quit when expectations don't exceed, don't match reality. If you think, okay, if I work 40 hours a week and make 10 offers, I'm gonna make 100 grand a year. That is when you get upset, and that is when you quit. When your expectation of 40 hours per week, 10 offers per week equals 100 grand a year, and that doesn't match, that is when your expectations get all messed up. And that is when you get sad and you quit. Sad. All right, I'm gonna give you guys some numbers. Numeros. This is like Bible stuff. This is like, I don't mean to offend any religious people. I don't mean that anyway. This is literally like textbook study, this stuff. Like, this is real. Granted, this is what's in our business. It takes 10,000 postcards to get one deal. So you need to send 10,000 postcards out into the list to get one deal under contract and sold, okay? Takes 600 calls, cold calls, to get an appointment. And in the next module, I'm gonna go over some of this stuff more deep, but I just wanna give you a broad view, okay? Takes 12 appointments to get one contract signed. So you gotta go on 12 appointments, shake 12 hands to get a contract signed. Takes 350 MLS offers to get one deal. That's a shitload, right? And I know through that experience. Average deal nationwide, 10 to 20K. This is a very broad average. Please do not say Raul says every deal is 10 to 20K. It's not what I mean. I'm just telling you roughly, all this effort is going to amount to about 10 to 20K on average, every state in the US. Okay? Florida, Atlanta, Florida, Georgia, California, Texas, etc. How do I know this? I've been doing it for 5 years, and I'm in mastermind, so I travel and I meet other investors all across the country, and we share our numbers 2 to 3 times a year, okay? Now that you know this, you work backwards to achieve your goals. It's really that simple. If you're gonna pick this cold call route, it takes 600 calls to get one appointment. It takes 12 appointments to get a contract. Now, you can reverse engineer your goals with more certainty, with comfort. So if you can't tell me, I made 400 calls, this thing isn't working, Raul, this is bullshit. I'll say, you gotta make 600, dude, just to get one appointment. Then you gotta get 12 appointments to get a deal. And this is using our cold call method, but I'm gonna go over it a little bit. If you're using different cold call methods, it might be less, it might be more. This is given the one I'm giving you, this is a pretty standard, okay? Pretty base standard. So work on conversion as you go. This is us as a company, right? Could we get better? Yes. Could you get better? Yes. And I encourage that. I'm always encouraging that. But this is a very broad scope and pretty conservative scope too. Okay, this is if this 10,000 postcards to get one deal is if the postcard is average copyright, if the list is average, and you get one deal. So if you get a really good list and really good postcard, this might become 8,000, who knows? But this is a really good average. 600 calls. If you're really good on the phones, it might be 300, it might be 100, it might be 1,000. I don't know, average. Takes 12 appointments to get one contract. If people who've been in this business for a long time, like if I go, I'll probably need maybe 8 to 10 appointments to get a contract, probably less, depends on what where I'm at. Takes 250 MLS offers to get one deal. That also depends on which county you're doing, what state, what are your offers like, what system. However, this is a very good guideline, meaning you better not ever talk to me complaining that this business doesn't work and you haven't sent 10,000 postcards if you went the mail route and you haven't done 600 calls. I'm gonna say, dude, you just haven't hit the numbers. Makes sense? Find the comfort in the numbers. Everything breaks down to numbers. Everything in business breaks down to numbers. It's so key. Action plan. Which strategy do you want to try out first? Do you want to do the post? We're just going to get into that in the second module, but I really just want you to start thinking ahead and just write down whatever you think. Like, okay, the postcard thing sounds pretty cool. Okay, the cold call thing sounds pretty cool. Oh, the MLS thing sounds pretty cool. Just write it down. Write down what do you think will work for you. What numbers did you have in mind? I want you to write down for yourself, just thinking out loud. You might be super off. You know, I just want you to think back, like pretend you didn't watch this. It's kind of hard now. Can never unwatch this. So just think, okay, think in your mind, like how many contracts you think you had to send to get a deal, and like kind of balance it on the expectation that I put up here and see where you were at. Without this video, you probably were at a very different expectation, good or bad, doesn't matter. But the right expectations mean so much. Guys, I love you. This has been an awesome video. This video is literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I know you don't believe me now, but once we get into module 2 and 3 and you guys start executing on this stuff, you're gonna be like, wow, that was some powerful ass shit. Love you, Raul. Love you. All right, guys. Love you guys. See you on the other side. See you in the next video. Go crush your numbers.